Hello and welcome to my garden and the dinosaurs who live there. It's a beautiful day here today, sun splitting the skies, it's quite mild and it's just a great day to be out doing things in the garden. Now for any of you that have watched gardening channels on YouTube for any length of time, you'll know that every so often a challenge pops up and one channel will challenge other channels to participate in something, to grow something, to do something, and it has the effect of bringing channels together to demonstrate how they approach a particular challenge and whether they're successful or not at undertaking the challenge. And it can be really interesting for folk to watch, because you'll start watching one channel and then see how the other channels in the challenge get on. And today I'm going to participate in one of these challenges, and it's been set by Jane at Jane's Growing Garden, and it's called Jane's 1 hour challenge. And the idea is to get us all, dusting the dust of winter off and getting out into the garden and actually achieving things, because it can sometimes be hard to get motivated at this time of year. And the idea is that you'll time yourself. You've got a 1 hour slot, and you want to see how much you achieve in the garden in that 1 hour. The challenge, or I have been challenged by Steve at Digwell Greenfingers to take part in this challenge, and so today I'm going to take part in the challenge, see how much I can achieve in an hour, and then at the end of the video I am going to pass the mantle on to a couple of other channels to see how they get on. So I have my phone and I've got it set to the stopwatch, and I'm going to start this in a moment when I get set up for the first of the activities that I'm going to undertake in this 1 hour challenge. So the idea is you get set up, then you start the stopwatch, do the challenge, stop the stopwatch, then you go into the next activity, start the stopwatch, stop the stopwatch. That's not easy to say. And then you see how much you can achieve in that 1 hour. So the good news is that the video isn't going to be an hour long. I am, of course, going to fast forward through certain of the activities, or start and stop the camera so that you're not sitting for an hour drumming your fingers going, oh God, when's she ever going to get finished? So let me get set up for the first thing that I'm going to do as part of this challenge, and I'm quite excited. I've got a few things in my head that I want to achieve, so let's just see how much I can achieve in this hour. So in this area of the garden I have done a lot of clearing, and I'm putting some raised beds in, and I'm using scaffolding planks, scaffolding boards, whatever you call them, that I have, a couple of which I've been given. And you can see I've got a bed over here which is 3 foot by 6 foot, and I've got a bed here that's 3 foot by 6 foot. And what I'm going to do as the first part of the 1 hour challenge is I'm going to get another 3 foot by 6 foot bed done. Now I'm not going to fill it up, but I'll just get the actual boards sawn and screwed together and get it situated in here. So let's see how I get on. Okay, let's get this party started. Let's get the stopwatch going. And here we go. that is, don't know if you can see that, that's just over 10 minutes to get the wood cut. Now I need to screw it all together. Now, working with the amount of wood that I had left, actually that bed is just slightly shorter than 6 feet, about 5 3/4 feet long and about 3.5 feet wide. I thought I may as well just use all of the wood that I had. So, nice bed there, leaving space here for another bed, but I'm not going to do that as part of this challenge. Okay, the next thing that I want to do is to get these shallots planted. So let's just get started. These shallots are shallot bistro, and I'm going to actually start them off in this cell tray, and I'm going to put the shallots in here, and then I'm going to put that in the grow house down by the house, and that'll just give it a bit of protection. I'll probably put a propagator lid on it as well, so just to give it that bit of protection through until it gets rooted and we get into, you know, towards mid-end of March. So let's get that started. First of all, I've got some multi-purpose compost here with vermiculite mixed through, and I am going to fill the cells with that. I'm not going to press it down too hard. Right. There we go. So, not quite sure how many I get in the pack. I think some of them have started sprouting already. Okay, so just a little indentation and in with the shallot. Making sure that I get the flat end down and the pointy end up. You can see this one has started to sprout. Maybe give them a bit of space. Yeah. I'm checking as I go to make sure they're not squishy. Some of them are small and some of them are really quite big. Right, I think that'll do. There's a tiny one in there, but I'm not going to bother about. 27 minutes, and I'm just going to leave it going because the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do up here as well. If I just pop that, actually, I better just write on it what it is. Shallot bistro, B-I-Z-T-R-O. There we go. I'll take them down to the grow house. Next thing, I am going to sow some seeds. Yay! First seeds of the year. And it's going to be radishes. So I'm going to sow them into, again, a cell tray, module tray, and maybe 3 or so seeds in each. And they're going to be multi-sown. And when they root and they grow on a bit, I'm just going to take the whole, each cell out, and I'm going to plant them in the ground so that I get maybe 3 or 4 in the one clump, and then I can just harvest the larger ones, leaving the others in the ground to grow on. So again, I'm just going to use this multi-purpose compost with vermiculite to fill up the modules. I'll sow the seeds and then I'll put vermiculite on top. It's a peat-free mix, and it's, okay, but it's sort of a cheap and cheerful variety rather than an expensive one. Hopefully it's okay. My radish seeds are from last year, or maybe even the year before. I'm not sure, I'll check. So we'll see how the germination is. But radishes tend to be okay. There we go. So there's 2 varieties of radish that I'm going to put in. French breakfast, and so they're the slightly long red ones, and then a mix, which is a little sort of ball radish, but a variety of colours. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'll maybe do 3 rows and 3 rows, leave the middle row empty. So we'll do French breakfast first. Right. And radishes are one of these things that you want to successionally sow, so I'll sow these now. It's 28th, 27th, 26th of February, and I will sow more maybe 3/4 of the way through March, maybe into April as well. Better sowing radishes in the colder times of the year because they're slightly less peppery when they grow. So that's French breakfast, and this is the radish mix. Have I been in this yet? Oh, yes I have. Oh, there's not so many of these actually. So we'll see what I get. Right. Oh, I say there's not. They've actually come out in the bag. So I might just get a couple more. Ooh. Right, that'll do. And again, let's label so that I know what I have here. I'll get some vermiculite and put that over the top, and that should be that. Okay, when I take these down to the grow house, I'll give them a water in. As I say, I'll probably put a propagator lid over the top just to give it an extra level of protection, because the grow house isn't that warm. Let's see how we are time-wise. 35 minutes. Oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? Right, let's just pause that. Okay, next job is I've got these bare root peonies, and I'm going to put them in pots and again put them in the plastic grow house. That's going to fill it up, I think, and just let them grow on there a little bit. These don't mind the cold weather too much, but obviously I want to get them on the go before before I actually bring them out into the ground. So I've got coral charm, purple spider, and immaculate, and this one's quite big actually. So I'm going to get these in these pots, just put in multi-purpose compost, and we'll see how we go. Stop this again. Right, I'm going to pause for a minute because I forgot to start the clock again. It started now. All these things to remember. I'm giving myself a time penalty because I didn't start that on time. Right, on we go. Purple spider. Look at that, it's already started to sprout. Looking good. So I'm just planting it so that the sprouts are just peering out of the surface. It's a bit tricky because there's sprouts coming every direction, but we'll see how we go. Right. Let's get the compost round. One done. Better label it. Purple spider. There we go. Let's see what the clock's saying. 46 minutes. So 14 minutes to go. What next? Let's just stop that and have a think. Right, we're at the top of the garden now, and you can see I've got these little grey hanging pots along the fence, brought from the old house. And each of these has a little hosta in, a sort of small sized hosta. And I think what I'm going to do now is, as you can see, they're a bit overgrown, weeds are coming out of them, moss, all sorts of things. So I'm going to now just take all the rubbish out of them and just top dress them with some fresh compost. Right, I'm working one-handed now. Right, it won't be long before the hostas actually start to grow. They're actually there. So I'll remove all the rubbish and then I'll put the compost on. And then last one here. And again, I think this one's starting up. You can see here. Right. Okay, so I'm just going to put some compost on that and I'll bring you back once it's done, so I'm not shaking you around anymore. Right, I'm pleased with that job. All the pots I've given a bit of a brush, and I've taken out the debris that was sitting on top, and I've replaced some of the compost with some nice fresh stuff. And that's me used up my hour now. So that was a really good exercise. I was amazed how much I actually got done in the hour. Now certainly I was stopping and starting to get set up on each activity, and overall it would take longer than an hour because by the time you look out the compost and you get everything set up, find your seeds and so on. So but that was great. I got tons done, and yeah, I'm really pleased with that. So thanks Jane for coming up with the challenge, and thanks Steve for nominating me. And when it comes to my nominations, I'm going to nominate 2 people to see if they want to have a shot at this. The first person is Fiona at Fiona Grows, and the second person is Jackie from Gone Potty Gardening. So hopefully they'll they'll want to do the challenge, and this will carry on through other channels as they do the challenge, and then they ask somebody else to do the nominate someone else to do the challenge. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up, and I will talk to you again very, very soon. Bye bye for now. Bye.